Every day is an opportunity. Are you using it to get better? Hey, welcome back. Jeff Heggie, Daily Success Strategies. Thanks for being with me today. So I had a couple things I wanted to talk about in this episode, but tonight in our Confident Athlete group coaching call, we talked about the fact that every day is an opportunity to get better. And so I just want to touch on that a little bit. You know, it's something with my basketball team. I'd always say it. Every practice we went into, you've got to have a plan. You've got to be getting better every practice. You can't just go into practice with the attitude, I've got another practice, just got to be here for 2 hours and we're moving on. You've got to go into practices to get better every practice. And it's the same thing with whatever you're doing. It's not just sports, it's with everything you're doing. Every single day is an opportunity to get better at what you're doing. And you've got to go into everything with a plan. What is your plan of action to get better? What is your plan of action to reach your goals? You know, Dion Sanders, I was listening to an interview with him one time, and he said, my goal was to be the absolute best. And so every time I stepped on the field, I had a purpose. So it doesn't matter if it's a game, it doesn't matter if it's a practice, it doesn't matter if it was just to throw the ball around. He had a purpose, and his purpose was to become the best. And so whatever you're doing, you've got to look at every single day as an opportunity to get better. So every morning you've got to look at yourself and say, what am I going to do today to improve? What am I going to do today to get the next level? Or are you going to waste that day? Are you going to put it as a write-off? Because whatever you're trying to achieve, whatever you're trying to accomplish, someone else is just doing the same thing, and they're getting better every single day. So if you want to be the top, you've got to be doing what the others aren't willing to do. You've got to be able to do the hard things. You've got to be willing to do the hard things that others aren't willing to do, that they don't want to do. Because the example I use in the Confident Athlete call tonight is when my daughter was looking at getting recruited for basketball. One of the girls she looked up to a lot was Julie McMurray, that she had played Division I basketball, and she told Tia that, you know, at this level, everyone can shoot well, everyone can dribble well, all these different things that make you stand out at the high school level. Everyone does it well at this level. You've got to do the things, you've got to show the recruiters the things that are going to separate you from everyone else. So think about that as you're looking at your goals, as you're looking at the things that you're going to do to make 2022 the best year of your life. How are you going to separate yourself? What are you going to do every single day to get better? You know, every Monday we talk about what are you going to do this week so that by the end of the week you can look back, it's been a successful week, but you're closer to your bigger goals. You can't just coast through and hope those things happen. You've got to plan it. You've got to figure out what you need to do and put a plan together. Now, the other part that I wanted to talk about was something that I was just reflecting on with someone today. And, well, I'll use myself as an example. When we were newlyweds, I don't know how long we had been married, but I actually went through some coaching programs with Mark Victor Hansen and Robert Allen, and learned a whole bunch about real estate and a bunch of different things. But those were the programs that kind of started me, got me going, bought my first real estate projects, got me into some mini storage facilities, some apartments, different things. But when I started looking at that and I wanted to get into this program, it was a huge investment for a couple newlyweds, something that was beyond what I thought my wife was going to allow me to do as a newlywed. But when I approached her with it and talked about the things I wanted to do with it, she gave me full support. And that was what gave me the confidence to go into this program and to start looking at these real estate deals, and basically started my entrepreneurial journey in a lot of ways. Now, one of the things, the reason I talk about that is at that moment, I was ready. I wanted her to give me permission because we were doing it as a team. And that's been one area that I've been fortunate all my life, is she's always been my biggest supporter. She's been the one that when I've got a plan, she's 100% behind me. When that plan fails, she's 100% with me. When that plan succeeds, she's right there with me. She's 100% on board. She gives me her input. She helps me make decisions. But she gives me permission to do those things. Now, on the contrary, the individual I was talking to today had that same permission from his spouse. Where he was struggling was he wasn't giving himself the permission to take the next step. He was the one holding himself back. He hadn't got to the point where he believed in himself enough that he was giving himself the permission to say, let's go do this. I know I can be successful. Let's go do it. And that's one thing you've got to look at. What are your goals for 2022? Do you believe in them enough that you're giving yourself permission to go all in? Because if you're not all in, you might as well reassess. Figure out what your goals are, be very specific about it, and go all in. Be accountable to it. Let's get these things done. Love you to jump on board with me. I've got some really incredible people I'm working with right now, and I'm excited about the things they're going to accomplish this year. Check out some of my programs. Go to jeffheggie.com/bestyearever and check that out and see what you think. If you'd like to talk to me, email me at jeff@jeffheggie.com, and let's talk about some of the options we can look at. That's at that website. It's a 12-week program. There is a shorter one that we can talk about, so just let me know. And like I said at the beginning of the what I was first talking about, we were talking about the Confident Athlete program. Athletes, it's time to get serious. Jump on board with me. Go to jeffheggie.com/confidentathlete, and you can learn more about that as well. Thanks for being with me. Please go share this episode with someone. I would appreciate that, and I'll be back tomorrow. Hey, some of you may know this, but in addition to my coaching, I've recently joined Geneva Financial Home Loans, a mortgage lender headquartered in Chandler, Arizona, as a mortgage loan originator. I've always had a passion for serving others, and now I'm proud to also be a part of Home Loans Powered by Humans. If you're in the state of Arizona and looking to take the next step in your journey, contact me at 801-830-3858 to start the conversation. NMLS number 42056, BK number 0910215, Equal Opportunity Lender. Hey, athletes and parents of athletes. So much time, money, and effort is put into the physical aspect of your sport to become the best you can be. But the mental game, it's often neglected, and it's just as important as the physical game. In fact, it's usually the differentiator between the good and the great athletes. Come and join me in the Confident Athlete program where you'll learn to control your confidence, develop a powerful mindset, and unlock your full potential. Go to jeffheggie.com/confidentathlete to find out more. I look forward to seeing you there.